Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing well and having a great weekend. So today I just want to take your time and share my trades for the week. The week was a roller coaster ride for me, where I lost a couple of times as well as won a couple of times, and in the end I ended up blowing two accounts in this week. So let's get into the video. So going into 4th of March on AUUSD, on daily I could see nice little downtrend which had been continuing for a long time. Later, after which I saw a good double bottom over here, which could possibly mean a trend reversal, which might be taking place. And then on this particular higher low, on my trading time frame, on my lower time frames, on hourly, I saw another double bottom forming over here. This was another double bottom. This was another double bottom which I could see was forming. So around this point, at this particular candle, was when I started looking for my entry candle. So in 15 minutes, I started looking for my weapon candle when I noticed this particular candle, which was very clear, and this became my trigger point or my entry point. Now, if you ask me why I decided to enter on this particular candle, it was very simple. There was a nice little highway forming over here. After the highway, I waited for the break of the highway. So when this highway got broken out by a good bullish candle, I decided to take my entry. Now, initially, when I took my entry, my target was this rejection zone over here. But then later on, I changed my decision, went for a conservative target, and just took the small rejection zone right here. So in the end, I entered on a good retracement of this particular candle with my stop loss below this and my exit in this rejection zone. Or to be very clear, it was this particular resistance. So I entered on a 1:1 trade. I got my target and I exited at this particular rejection zone. If you actually observe with this trade, it initially did hit my target, which the bigger rejection level, which I was initially aiming for. But it definitely took time. It almost took around close to 13 hours to give me my target. Now, in between, it also gave a very deep correction, which might have shaken me out if I would have stayed in the trade. Well, according to me, this was a good trade which I had taken and exited at my target, which I had decided upon. So going into 5th of March, I took another trade in AUD. Now, after this double bottom, which I had taken a trade on 4th of March, my bias changed. So this double bottom changed my bias to bullish. So the way I'm gonna enter in this instrument was any dip which I get, I'm gonna buy. So here I saw this resistance getting broken out and then coming back in. So price is coming back to retest on this resistance level. So I waited for a good confirmation candle, which was this particular candle for me. So when I saw this particular candle, this became my trigger point, and I ended up entering on this candle with a tight stop below this low. Now, if you ask me why this low, it's because this was a higher low. So if you look into Dow theory, this was a higher low. So I put my stop loss up below this, entered the trade with my target at this particular rejection level. After entering into this trade, I was stopped out. So this particular candle stopped me out of the trade. Also to note that this was taken on a prop firm account, and this trade I blew the account. My maximum daily loss limit was hit, and I was the account was gone. Now the mistake which I ended up making in this particular trade was I ended up taking the same trade, the same stop loss and target on two different accounts at the same time. Both the accounts were blown because of this particular trade, as the daily loss limit exceeded in both the trades. Now the huge mistake which I made in this trade was while executing this trade was that this trade was only supposed to be taken on one account, as the other account only served for momentum trades and one account served for all the top fishing and bottom fishing trades. So this particular trade was a momentum trade for me and not a bottom fishing trade. By I was overconfident with the trade and ended up taking this trade even in my bottom fishing and top fishing account. And I really paid the price for it for breaking my own rules. Now going into the next trade in AUD USD, I took trade on 7th of March, which was the day just before the weekend, which was yesterday. For me, it is yesterday, and maybe for you, it could be the day before. Now, here, similar to my previous trade, this time my bias was bearish. Now, the reason for being bearish was on hourly, again, very simple. There was an uptrend, a strong uptrend, after which I saw the price making a double top. Again, very simple. And then there started a downtrend with Dow theory changing to lower low and a lower high. So this changed my bias to bearish. Now, if you look closely, this was another support. It is broken down by this particular candle. And again, the price re-entered the zone. So bulls were again showing dominance, but immediately after that, the bears showed their dominance in this candle. So after seeing this candle, I entered on this particular trade with again my tight stop being about this and my target being this next support zone. But if you see again, I was stopped out of this trade, had to take a loss. Now, when I look back into this trade right now, what I feel how I could have avoided this loss was by waiting for a better resistance zone. So if you see, this was a better rejection zone as compared to this. I could have waited for the price to come to this point and then give me some sort of a confirmation. Well, it is easy to say now as chart is already printed, but live market are always different. So that's all for today. I hope you all enjoyed the small trade recap and do subscribe for more such content. And thanks for watching. I hope you all have a great weekend ahead.